Yes, good morning, Sir Grugi. And I am Jenry DeLuis. I am 20 years old and I am third year college block A. And today I'm tackling about the ASEAN. ASEAN stand for Associations of Southeast Asian Nations. Nations' respect for one another borders is essential to preserving regional stability, peace, and unity. A key component of Asian strategy for regional is relations, the Treaty of Amity and Cooperations. And it stand for abbreviation is TAC or TAC. Uphold this idea. In preserving peace, borders, disputes, and extensionist aspirations are avoided when territorial integrity and sovereignty are respected. This promotes a calm atmosphere in which countries can concentrate on collaborations and promotes growth rather than armed conflict, and it is strengthening unity, mutual understanding, and mass are fostered when each member's national identity and borders are respected. For ASEAN to efficiently handle regional issues and function as unified bloc in international interactions, this cohesiveness is essential, encouraging regional stability, the enhance of domestic problems, and turning interregional crisis in decrease with the concept of non-interference. So it meant to say it is internal affairs is followed. First is trade international. It is investment and regional sustained economic growth. And are all facilitated. Before that, let's have going to summarize the 10 countries member states in Southeast Asia. First is Indonesia, second is Malaysia, third is Singapore, fourth is Philippines, fifth is Thailand. That is the countries that first are founded on August 8, 1967. New countries adopted. First is the sixth one is Brunei. Was declared on January 7, 1984. And the second is Vietnam. Was declared on July 28, 1995. Third is Laos and Myanmar. So, it was declared on July 23, 1997. And the fourth, but the last but not the least, is Cambodia. It was April 30, 1999. And these countries come together to promote economic growth, social progress, and cultural development in the regions. These are the member states of Southeast Asian nations. Okay, so absolutely monarchy is Brunei. Brunei is the Sultan of Brunei served as the head of the state and the head of the government. In the Mali Islamic is monarchy. So monarchy, Melayu Islam Beraha is the foundation of the system, and the Sultan possesses executive authority. And constitutional monarchy in Cambodia. Although government of Cambodia is parliamentary democracy, the monarch serves as the head of the state. The people elect parliament and the prime minister serve as the head of the state. Indonesia Republic of the President. The President of Indonesia serves as the head of the state and the head of the government under the country's presidential system. And the people is consultative assembly is the legislative. So it meant to say it is a part of the government and the president is chosen directly by the electorate. In the Laos Republic of Socialists, the Laos People Revolutionary and Party is the sole political party in power in Laos. Their government is charged of carrying out party programs, and the general secretary of the party is the ultimate leader. In the Malaysia, monarchy is with a constitution and a monarchy king, and chosen from among the 9 Malay states. Hereditary rulers serve as the heads of the state in Malaysia. Distinctive system. The prime minister, who is chosen from among the elected members of parliament, serve as the head of the state. And Myanmar is a military-run parliamentary republic. Myanmar has been ruled by the military since the 2021. Executive and legislative power are held by the military junta, which is headed by the commander-in-chief of the defense services. And the Philippines is the republic of the president. In the presidential system that we all know, the Philippines, the president serves as both the head of the state and the head of the government. And the people directly elect the president. And the executive is legislative and judicial branches make up the 3 parts of the government. Parliamentary Republic of Singapore. So Singapore is a president served as the head of a state and a prime minister as the head of government of Singapore, which is a parliamentary republic. It is referred to as a dominant party system since, despite elections, the People's Action Party has ruled since 1959 in Thailand. So Thailand, a monarchy with a constitution. The king is the head of the state and the prime minister is the head of the government of Thailand, which is a constitutional monarchy. The chosen is the prime minister. It is as chosen from among the elected officials of parliament. In Vietnam, Socialist Republic of Vietnam, the Communist Party of Vietnam is a charge of the one-party state of Vietnam. The administration is in charge of carrying out party policies and the party general secretary is its top leader. So, thank you very much for listening and for watching. And this video have a greater or have amazed you to understand the member states laws in Southeast Asia. That will be all. Thank you and once again, good morning. Thank you and have a great day.